guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing the color blue. We're going to be using blue and blue violet. With the Starjoy set, all you need to do is look for your B's and your BVs. This is going to be the picture that I am going to be doing. I'm actually doing this one, but this one had some really interesting colors, and believe it or not, it's the same bird. One is just squatting down. My parakeets do this too, and they poof up their feathers so they look like these little puff balls. And then this one is on alert, so this one's more relaxed. But I really like the line in this bird, and the computerized version, the picture that's coming through my monitor, is much nicer. It's got all violet, where this is all dark. It's got all violet in it. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to do my own version. I'm not going to do one-to-one, but I really liked some of the details in this picture, so that's why I got both of them. And let's pick some colors. So first I'll show you the sketch, and I did this with a light box. It's like this. So that's what I chose to do. It's a one-on-one. I get up real close to this. You can see all the individual feathers. These are feathers in the bird that haven't opened up yet, and I love that detail. The light blue in the beak with the yellow. So there's a lot going on there if you really look at it. So here is my sketch. I did it lightly, and as I said, I used a light box. It took me 5 minutes to get this sketch done. So I need to pick some colors. I already look at the bird and I could tell this is not a blue-green bird. So I wanted to look to my blue-violet colors. So the very first thing I did was I went to my jeweled colors and I got out the blue. Very easy to find. We have blue. Not very imaginative, but we have blue. And I'm going to put that blue right up next to the colors, like I've done in all my videos. And I just want to see. This color is definitely in this bird. There's also like a lighter version of it. So I'm going to look to my pastels. The pastels have an M and a P on it. And I'm going to just take a look at what they have to offer me. And I found Morning Sky. Now it's definitely a pure blue, and you could see this color is in here. So we've got two of the pencils. This is the easiest pencil find ever. I went to the analog colors, and that's your first 54. So you check your jeweled colors first. Get your home base. What color do you need in its purest form? And then look to the first 54. There you will find your colors, your analog colors. With the blue, it'll either go towards the blue-greens or BGs, or you will find it going in the opposite direction over to the blue-violets. And I immediately found this picture matched the blue-violets. It's a very simple system, and it works every single time. Now, remember, VB is a violet blue, but you can tell it's a darker one. We're going to start matching some of the colors that I see in this. Unfortunately, it's not in this bird, like on this photo. It's in one of my other photos. And I needed a violet. I needed something that was going to match that. I tried a couple of them, violet reds, and it just didn't do it. I needed something pure. I needed a violet. So I picked mid-violet, and I found it under the jewels. So right there, I had bingo, the right color. And this color with this color made the exact color that I needed. And when I show you up on the screen, you'll see these colors go together. Then I took out a light blue. I needed something, again, a blue. It says B. It's going to be mid. It can go both ways. It can go towards the greens. It can go towards the violets when it has a single B in it. And there I found, no mystery, some of these colors right here, the feather colors. And this color matched in with these lighter little pin feathers. They're called pin feathers. I got out a white. I got out one more shade, and this is 41. It's under the analogous colors, or your main tertiary colors, the 54, and that one goes right next to the blueberry blue. So it's analogous of each other. They go next to each other. And you always know with those colors, they will blend up. Colors that were next to each other. And you can see that color is in the bird also. So I have a handful of my blues. I have a black. And then there was one other color in here. And that's right in here. There is some yellow. And I got out my yellow peach. And if you look, you will see it matches exactly what's in there. I'm comfortable with the colors I picked. The first blue that I'm going to start with, I'm going to get in some lighter color. I want to start with my lights because you can always go dark. And I think this is going to be the color I'm going to start with. And that's Morning Sky as my base color, because after that I'm going to really build it up. Nice point. And we're going to go in very lightly. Remember, now I want to get the texture of the feathers in there. So I'm going to go very light because I'm going to do a lot of texture in it. But I just want that base to be down. I'll come back when the base is down. You've seen me doing bases, just same old stroke, very lightly, hand back here. This is going to take me a little while, so go get coffee, read your mail, and then hopefully I'll be done. This is going to be the biggest part of this, is to get this color right and then add details on it. And before I even start this, I should have showed you this way up close. You can see the direction the feathers are going. Move your pencil in the direction that the feathers are going. That's going to give you a realistic texture. It's sort of like doing fur or even hair. Make sure you go in the direction that it's growing. So I'm going to do the same thing with the deeper blue. I'm going to go slowly and follow along how the feathers are going. If they're going this way, if they're going that way, all depends on the bird. That's going to give you that feathered texture that everybody wants. So let's do it. Well, that wasn't too bad. And I have my base. Now I can go in with the colors. I have a texture on the bird. You can tell that there's different types of feathers. You have the soft downy, you've got the long wing. Over here it gets very kind of like fuzzy. And I'm just looking at my own birds to understand it. So you'd have like this flat and fuzzy all under here. That's where my birds have it. So now I'm going to take it a bit further, and that was not the dark color. Now we're going to move on to a darker color. And I think, let me see, out of the colors I've chosen, I think we may start with the blueberry. Mid-violet is going to be all on the head, and that's not for this bird. That was on this bird, where all this dark area is this pencil. So I have a choice of what I want to play with now. I could start bringing in the violets, and since I'm inventing the coloration, I really don't have to keep looking over at this the whole time, and I have some artistic freedom here. So I'm going to have a little bit of fun with that. I don't want the head to be completely violet. I do want it to have kind of like shades of blue in it. So that's why I left it so open. And we're still on bottom layers anyway. So now I'm going to go to my 70 MP, and that's my Morning Sky. Another color I'm about to introduce into this is my jeweled blue. So it's going to make the Morning Sky pop. The skin around his eye is not bright white, as you could see in here. And I sort of want to keep that as close to it as I can. So I've chosen my blue-gray, and I'm going to just go in with the blue-gray just to get the white out. And then I'm just darkening it because I want to keep it on the blue-gray level. See, much less predominant. Now I will add white into the eye. It's a little bit of black. Now, of course, it's too large. I'll shape that down. I give it a little time to dry. I think I'm going to work on the beak. And I'm going to use the blue. And this is baby blue. And I'm going to just get that baby blue in there. Okay, then it's got that yellow around it. Peach yellow for that. So I'm going to just get some of that in there. There's a shape to it that I need to get with some black because it sort of goes in. It did not leave enough room here. I'm going to tone it down. It's a little bright. Well, that's because it has some dark areas in it that look a little... I'm going to just go for blue. It's a little bit more purpley blue, like it's lavender. I'm going to go get myself a lavender pencil. I got the perfect color. It's cornflower. I didn't recognize it before. This is not baby blue. This is cornflower. It's kind of why I was having trouble picking it up. Now, I've got other colors in it, so it's going to be a little darker. But it still looks okay. I'm happy with it. If I had started with this color, it would have been closer. Well, that's what happens when you don't grab that right one. Right here, there's some white. Okay, now there's some white flecks in here. I can add those at the end as I find them. Those are the pin feathers. And there's a little haze of white right up here. Ever so slight. I think that's enough details for now. We should just go on from here. Okay, so we still have a lot more to do. I still have to even out the feather tone, do the wing, the legs, the tree branch, and then tone it all up, make sure my tones are all in the right places, do the details. That's going to be a little bit too much for one video. I'm going to split this into two, and I will see you in part 2. Take care. Bye-bye.